Alrighty, guys. It is Thursday, the 17th of March. Gonna be tackling Marzipan, featuring Ripfish by Rogue Dawn. This map got pretty highly rated on Trackmania Exchange. I saw it on Trackmania Exchange and was like, oh, that's probably gonna be a track of the day. Here it is. Looks like it's dirt. I don't think it's anything else. I don't remember the tags that it had on Trackmania Exchange, but it looks completely dirt. I saw a water bounce and I saw there's some normal track driving, so it's mostly dirt. Let's now give it a drive to see how that is. Okay, I got a bad gear. Okay, cool. More water. Had some water from yesterday, so. I got the gear, I'm surprised. Continue on. Oh boy. Yep, I saw that being not good. Okay. Thank you, red flags. Thank you, flags, for being some sort of indicator. Oh, that gear is not great. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that gear going. Okay. There we go. I got the gear before I went onto the dirt. That's probably intended. Okay. This water bounce. Try to get the water bounce trick. Okay, almost had a bad gear. I got that transition smoothly. And I went into the grass a little, it's fine. No, I did it again. The turn is awfully crazy. Okay, that's not a difficult, risky finish. Let's try and get it without messing up that one section. Oh, I went wide. Yeah. I'm trying to turn as minimally as possible so I at least get the gear before I go into the next section, but I can't try too hard or I end up way too wide for the section. This time I didn't go too much in the grass. But I got a little bit of grass there. I didn't get the terrible collision there, so we're good there. Oh. I don't know why, but I felt like I had more speed and could just make it. Cool. Oh boy. I forget that that's a sharper turn every time. Still letting up on that turn, which I don't think I need to. Cool. All right, there's the gold. Pretty exciting, pretty exciting. There's definitely some places that I still can improve. This is not one of them. Definitely not gonna make it. I can't. That time I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna play it safe and make sure I actually make it around the corner good, but then I didn't get the gear before the dirt, and then it just kind of snowballs. And it leads to a bad gear, and I need to have a different approach to that corner. Because that time I remembered that it was a sharp corner. I just had a bad entry. Okay. Really like that transition. I don't know if that was the best line, but it worked. Come from wider here, then I don't have to let up. I'm faster. And I don't touch the grass here. This is actually pretty good. Cool. 0.4. My rank did not change. Okay. Today's gonna be a tough crowd in PA. Ooh, I hit. Thankfully, I was not in TeamSpeak. I absolutely hit delete there, or I absolutely hit end. I'll recreate what should have happened. I should have respawned, and then you would have heard disconnected. Okay. Take this corner wide. Not that wide. I was gonna say take it wide so that you can actually make it. Okay. That was a really good turn. Okay, oh boy. That was not good because this is going to be bad. Okay. Clearly I am... There's places I can get ahead, and there's places I can lose time. Okay. Where's it? I'm assuming the GPS is back. Oh yeah, it is. 46.1. Okay, so it's 0.6 faster. Too close to the inside. This is where I'm taking in. I'm learning. There's a little ramp cut. Okay. Okay. How much did I learn there? I don't... That's debatable, but... There was definitely things to be learned. I took notes in my head. I can't show you that notebook because it's in my head. But, you know, just believe me that there's a notebook in my head with those things in it. With some details about that GPS written down. Now you may be wondering, why did I use a notebook and a pencil in my brain whenever I could just remember things? Well, because how do you think I'm remembering those things? I'm just making those thoughts appear in my head and then letting them float there in eternity? Nah, dude. I have a freaking pencil and a piece of paper that a little brain dude writes down, uses to write all of my memories. It's just how it is. Maybe some of you just let the words float. I'm not there. I've not unlocked that technology tree option yet. Okay. I hope that run at least showed off some of the notes that I took. Because I feel as though it did. Can definitely go way more on the inside of this dirt turn. Could have done a little bit of a ramp cut there, but... Okay, this is a slow section. It's still going to be an improvement, but I lost 0.4 just from that. So, let's have a good end, and then I should be able to get another 0.4. Oh boy. Oh boy. Aw, dang it. Too wide. Yeah. Go. Started to learn how to do the Destiny raid, the newest Destiny raid. And so far I've been enjoying it. It was going too late in the night whenever I was doing it, so unfortunately I had to stop. I did complete the first and second encounter. You know, the funny thing about that is, and this is just how people are in Destiny if you don't know. There's like on Bungie's website, there's like a little LFG system that you can look for a group to do a raid, because raids aren't match made. And they require some communication. So you need to find 5 other people, not including yourself, who preferably know what they're doing, or well, preferably know what you're doing if you're me, who doesn't know what he's doing. And so a lot of raid groups end up just being, or a lot of posts on the LFG section are just like, please, gosh dang it, know what you're doing. If I get into a group that doesn't say that because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'll be honest about myself, I'm not going to try and sneak my way in because everybody hates that. If I get in a group of people who are learning, which is to be expected. If you're joining a group to learn, you're probably going to join with other people who are trying to learn, which is perfectly fine by me because in the first year of Destiny, when the Leviathan was the raid, that was like whenever I was prime raiding. There was a group I was in that did raids pretty frequently, and anytime a spot was open, I would take a spot, and it wouldn't matter if at that point I'd done the raids so many times that like I literally like was the guy teaching people how to do Leviathan raid. It's funny because I used guided games in Destiny. Inside of Destiny itself, there's a feature called guided games, which is kind of matchmaking for a raid. It lets you, as like a solo or a duo, queue up and try to find a clan who is teaching, who is willing to teach. They also have to, like the teachers have to queue up for it. You find a clan that's willing to teach the raid, and you know, they teach you how to do the raid. At that time, at the beginning of Destiny, me and a friend were like, you know what, we finally want to do a raid. So we queued up for a guided game for just the base Leviathan, which was the first raid that came out. We got a guided game. Great people, they were lovely. I ended up playing more raids with them after the fact. But it ended up being the case that I had gotten into raiding so much that I ended up being the person that taught that group how to do a different raid in the game, which was interesting, but also, you know, it's like my roots are from there. I paid it forward. They taught me how to do a game, how to play. I taught them how to play. Oh boy. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just talking about my raiding experience in Destiny 2. I think where I was eventually going with it was the new raid has some very complicated mechanics, and it also features 27 different symbols that are used throughout the raid that you kind of have to know or at least have a reference up of. And there are some, and as a new person to a raid, generally groups from LFG don't like, just to kind of streamline the process, they give they give the new people the roles that are the easiest to do or that require the least effort. But I end up putting myself, because in that group, it was like majority people who don't know what they're doing. I ended up being like, I'll take the hard rolls. Give me the hard rolls. There's 4 encounters of the raid, and we got into the second encounter, and people who knew what they were doing were like, does anybody know what to do? And the people who didn't know what they were doing said that they didn't know what they were doing. And because I had done a little bit of research, I actually was the one who told them what to do, because I had done my research and I knew what to do. I just didn't know. I didn't have the experience. It ended up being right. I mean, we ended up beating that second encounter after a few tries, but I feel like there was only a few times where it was my fault, which is exactly what I want whenever I'm doing Destiny raiding. If I'm learning how to do a raid, I'm going to do all my research beforehand, come in knowing, or at least having a general idea of the encounters. And then it takes me 2 tries maybe, and then I have the encounter. Like it literally, I was in the second encounter, there's like a small group that does like a mechanic to actually get you to be able to do damage to the boss. And I was one of the people on that group. And in doing that, Like, the first time I kind of whiffed it, and the second time I basically had it down to where the third time it was just like execution for all the group, but I was doing my part. Because even if it's a lot of execution is what it is. Destiny raids. Everybody's got to be at least somewhat focusing. And in Destiny, there are a few weapons that are like support weapons. There's a weapon called the Divinity, which is you basically shoot a enemy with the Divinity, and it puts a giant sphere around like their center, where if you shoot it, where if someone else shoots it, that sphere does crit damage, like as if you're headshotting them. And it also gives you just like 30% more damage in general, but like if you shoot the ball, you do crit damage. And I'm a big fan of playing support in most games, so I'm always the guy who's like, yeah, I'll Divinity. And it generally is not a contested role because the Divinity is a weapon from another raid that has like a complicated quest to get it. And so not many people have it in the first place. And even if they do, most people are like, I want to be able to do damage instead of not doing damage. But I'm like, I'll not do damage. I'll sit there and click on the dude with my laser for the entire phase. It's easy for me, and you don't, and my lack of damage is justified. Great. It's a super easy roll because I don't have to do a dang thing other than hold left click while looking at the enemy, while everybody else has to do their complicated damage strats of either, you know, shooting a rocket at the boss or even more complex stuff like shooting a rocket and then switching to a different weapon and like switching between weapons to do maximal DPS. I'm just clicking. I may be the one who did the least amount of damage to the enemy, but my damage is not. The damage number you see is not my damage. The damage number I actually have is a combination of everybody's damage. If you're playing the buffs, the support who buffs everybody, your DPS is not your DPS. It's everybody's DPS. So secretly, deep down, I am doing the most damage. I lied about it's not about doing the most damage. It is. I'm just doing it in a sneaky way. Anyways, Trackmania. That reminds me of a YouTube poop that is of how it's made. And they mix the words of the of how it's made. They mix the words of like the narrator to talk about something completely unrelated to like the topic of how it's made, which the topic was lipstick. And so like he's talking about random stuff, and then like right at the end he's like, anyways, lipstick. I think it's hilarious. Oh, it was a great turn. Amazing. Here's a 46,183. I think that's like a few thousandths faster than the GPS. 46,183. Let's check. 46,184. I am 1,000th faster than the GPS. I am amazing at this game. Honestly, I don't even need to continue playing. I'm 1,000th faster than the GPS. That's all that matters. Ooh, I'm gonna go enjoy being with the trees. Fun time. Oh, now I can finally, after I'm done talking about Destiny, I can talk about the best part of this map, which is the random, singular, small, tiny little sign right here. Just a random sign. Little tiny sign in the middle of the middle of nowhere, basically. Lovely. Ooh, I got a bad gear. Unfortunate. I didn't get a bad gear that time. Although I probably got equally as close. Well, yeah, equally as close. Hey. This section good. Tried to do a ramp cut, but that didn't work too well. This is just slightly faster. Here we go. Now I'm 96 thousandths faster than GPS. Let's go. Big exciting. My start was ridiculous though. I don't know if there's gonna be any way that we have 3 minutes left. I don't know. I don't see myself improving. We gotta give it a try though. Okay, let's not fly off this track though. That will not result in a faster time. A small ramp cut? Oh, okay, a really big ramp cut is actually what I did there. Holy. Thankfully, I had like very quick reactions to that ramp cut. Because you see that I was rotating very quickly and then I also very quickly turned to correct the rotation. It actually corrected the ramp cut. And I at least didn't lose speed to it, but I still definitely had a terrible line because of how harsh that ramp cut was. Oh, I hit the little triangle thing. Okay. Going. Gaming? Now I'm not gaming as much. Oh, I'm doing backflips, dude. All right. It's looking like it's about to be the end of the video. So, I will see you all tomorrow. We'll attack whatever track happens to be the track of the day for Friday, the 18th of March. Until then, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you all after this final run here. See what we can do. If I can make anything happen. Maybe I can. not with that end. Alrighty. Later.